Hey!
Olay!
Olay indeed.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
Leprechaun Boy?
No, I'm wearing Mexican colors.
That's true. Okay.
Really?
And me, Banshee, not wearing any Mexican colors. But anyway, welcome to the show. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a coincidence. It's Cinco de Mayo. On a day we had to reschedule our Thursday live stream to Friday. Mr. O had an engagement yesterday, and so we canceled the show and moved it to today. And in honor of that, I created 3 Cinco de Mayo spreads. We don't have to use them tonight. They're available for anybody who may want one. And Mr. O has one right there. That's the Revolution spread, which is about change. And if you're interested in shaking up things in your life, what else, Mr. O? The Margarita spread, which is about taking the bitter with the sweet, I guess, in a way. And finally, the Fiesta spread, which is about what can bring more happiness and joy into your life. And so that's what we have for everybody. Hey, Title. So you could select one of those readings if you'd like, or, just ask your question, and we'll do 3 cards for you like we normally do.
And tonight I am using exclusively just the Santa Muerte Tarot because it is Mexican themed with Day of the Dead imagery.
I am going to be using for our card for the collective the Santa Muerte Oracle. I also have we're going to be using today the Santa Muerte Lenormand, and with a little bit of a Caribbean flair, I'm going to be using my Secrets of Paradise Tarot by Leticia Ferrer Rivera.
That's right, Victoria.
Is Victoria here? Victoria! Hey.
Tequila.
Oh no, he's going to be singing. Listen, people, I just got the greatest thing today. Do you know what's in this box here I'm holding?
We're about to find out.
Magic. Magic is in this box I'm holding. Seriously. This literary tarot, designed in a box. Sorry if I move the camera, you'll have to fix that. That looks like a book. Is full of art. Different people input and gave their suggestions as to which literary figures or literary stories should go with which tarot cards. It was a major project. It took over a year. I backed this deck on Kickstarter, and it's so gorgeous. I mean, drop dead gorgeous. I don't know how much I can use it on the show because it's just so beautiful, but I'm going to show you some postcards they sent me along with the deck of a couple of the cards. This is the moon, and it's Alice in Wonderland. Oh gosh, it's too big.
Yeah, they are almost too big.
There, okay.
Look at that.
Look at that shine. They're all gold foil, Do you remember which one Drac was? Death.
Of course.
Now, this is not the size of the cards. These are postcards they included with some of the artwork. And I forget which one the sword and the stone was.
I think that is probably the stone and the sword.
Yes.
Oh, well, which card it is?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't remember. Queen of Swords?
Maybe. Just beautiful. I'm going to unbox it, I think, and do a YouTube unboxing. So stay tuned for that, where we will tell you and equate which cards go with which stories. I mean, classic literature all over the map. It's just beautiful. So stay tuned for that. It's just a great deck. Wow. That came today while I was in my tarot masterclass with Hay House that I've been taking all week long. It's been wonderful. I've enjoyed it immensely. Got to hear Chris Ann the other day, Phyllis Curat. Oh my goodness, just great people. It's been fun. Chris Ann, of course. Did I say Chris Ann? Mary Kay Greer. It's just been awesome. So I feel like I've been running on E.
Hardly. You can't seem to even get around to doing the card for the collective here.
I'm trying hard.
We got a room full of people.
Mr. O.
People.
Pull one. I don't know if there's a reversed. I'll have to look. Oh my goodness.
Should I show it?
It's number 22. Oh yeah, you can show it. I wanted you to see the number though. All right, number 22. The booklet is somewhere. Here it is. It is intellect, and there is no reverse, but it came up upright. The archetype of order seen by the sixth card can be expressed on the formation plane by human intellect. Here is the birthplace of language, the world of ideas, knowledge, where communication takes place and culture is generated. The intellect, much like the salve, referred to the god, oh boy, here we go, Mictlantecuhtli.
That's easy for you to say.
You should be glad I'm saying it. Can, with its cutting action, analyze, fragment, then recompose in a form of final synthesis. It directs and controls, but for this very reason, it can become an obstacle for expansion and dynamism. The advice from the dead is, put instinct aside for the moment and analyze your situation you are in rationally. Analyze the situation you are in rationally. So it makes sense to me that, you know, it sort of has a swordish, obviously air connotation to it. And it's just saying this situation, whatever the case may be you're facing right now, might take mind over instinct.
All right.
And that's what we have for the collective today. Hey, Merwin.
And Merwin asks, is business going to pick up soon?
All right, and you are first. Good to see you, Merwin.
Yes.
I hope you're doing well with that, your business. It looks like you're having a great time anyway. Love your cards of the day on Twitter. And let's get rolling. You're going to use that. I'll use the one.
By the way, anybody in our chat room who has their own tarot business or websites or whatever, please feel free to post them.
To post them in the chat there. We like to support everybody. I hope so too, Violet. Wishing you luck.
It's good to see you, Merwin. All right, so here's your cards. The first card is the Queen of Wands. Thank you, Sunman. And that's followed, and she was upright. That's followed by the upright Strength.
He was going to put his tail in my margarita thing.
And then finally with the reversed Seven of Swords. All right. Let me pull the camera back a little bit.
So that's the Queen of Wands, the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Merwin, this is a time for you to really show what you've got to the world, you know? In other words, I think if you're wondering if your business is going to take off, publicity, publicity, publicity. You know, this is where somehow you've got to make yourself stand out. more, because I think you do a fine job, but, perhaps because you're doing it in-person sites, I know too, that maybe there's more that needs to be done publicity-wise that may help you. But really, I think you're going to start attracting people towards you. That's the beauty of the Queen of Wands, right?
The Queen of Wands is highly charismatic and engaging, and so this is saying that, increasing that kind of outreach in yourself, trying to be more personable or charismatic, or doing things that maybe would amount to you a sense of bravery in terms of, approaching the public about what you do.
And then we have would you say again, the 8 of, what is that, Mr. O?
Oh, it's strength.
Oh, it's strength. I was thinking it was, yes, it's Roman numerals. Oh my goodness. So the strength card. And this doesn't mean you have to be like aggressive in your approach, to publicizing yourself. In other words, show a softer side of you, show the soft side, that you can be gentle, that you can be, your caring side, and that will get you a lot further than being too in people's faces. So there's ways to publicize yourself without coming on too strong, and that's the suggestion.
That's
here.
A good point. I'm glad you pointed it out that way, because I was actually thinking that maybe in this instance, there's always something binary going on with a lot of the cards, this quality, the reverse quality, and that strength sort of represents it in some way. This may just be saying, figure out what the most measured approach to having strength or force of, trying to impart, as well as the compassionate angle there. So I think it's just really synthesizing all your skills and that sense of trying to outreach.
That's a good idea, Merwin. Business cards. I like that. Mr. O, before we get to the last card, I do want to get the Lenormand down there because I never saw this combination before. So I'm so trying to figure it
La
out.
Libre, which is the key.
The key.
Obviously. And La Machete, which is the knife.
The scythe.
The scythe, that's
Yeah.
right. The scythe, of course.
So it's an interesting combination, but I thought I'd bring it out now, seeing the 7 of Swords here as well, these cutting implements, right. And the 7 of Swords here is reversed, and so I'm kind of getting the impression that, you need to just keep speaking your truth, show your true, authentic self. You can't go wrong when you do that. So I'm wondering here, when I see the machete and the key together, if it is saying cut away anything that is superfluous, that just you don't need, to project out there. In other words, really what you need to do is take that subtle approach and show who you truly are. I feel like when the 7 of Swords is reversed, it's about, the truth being revealed or coming out, for better or worse, depending on the other cards. And really, these other cards are not bad. So I sense here the idea is to show and reveal your true, authentic
Merwin,
self.
I get a slightly different feel here when I look at the 7 of Swords, and I think this is saying, especially with the ideas of what the key thing is in the scythe's role, is that maybe this is saying baggage. Cut the baggage, or figure out how to balance the baggage. Maybe that's why the strength is there. Any baggage you have, and I'm not saying you have baggage, but maybe there are things in your life or things or attitudes that you need to think about, probe at a little bit, and decide how to put them in perspective to the charisma you're trying to project too. So some of this could just be conceptions you have about the business itself or your role in the business too. So this is just really mostly about assuming the best possible attitude and really trying to project, quality as well as, your heart.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and Violet, Lotus, and Merwin, Canva is amazing. Victoria's right. And there's a free version of it, and I used that for a while, and it really does the job too. But we bought into the subscription because it opened up more graphical things for us. But I'll tell you what, that free version is not bad, and it's pretty dang easy and simple to use and put out nice looking stuff. And I believe, Merwin, you might be able to make business cards from that. You could download it to your computer, your phone, I think, or whatever. And, then you could get them printed something else. They also have a printing service. So, I just think you can't go wrong.
And by the way, everybody, if you also wish to put the links or the websites that you have in just the regular comment section, of our YouTube video, as well as the chat room comments, feel free. Always feel free.
Canva is changing my life here, seriously. I mean, why people aren't seeing me too much on social media is I've been working on a lot of projects.
Woohoo!
I can't tell you. And you see what I did with the readings. That was all done on Canva, using Canva. So, at any rate, Merwin, this looks really positive. I sense that business may pick up, but you are going to have to do something to try to bring more people to you, to attract them.
Yes.
And honestly, you have the personality, the chops, Queen of Wands energy. Come on, to do it. Yeah. I have faith in you, Merwin. Good luck with that.
Right. So really the answer is soon. You just got to put a little bit of spit into it. Spit and gumption.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I want to hear good things from you.
Alrighty.
All right. We're moving on.
So Hermit Goddess Tarot is next.
Hey, Hermit Goddess. Good to see you.
Thanks for coming back. Those are mine this time.
And here's the rest of them.
And they posted their question.
This is quite tasty.
It is a bit tasty.
I will just sip it slowly. We have like a feast here of sorts. I didn't bring them out. Too messy on the show. But I went and got myself a fresh batch of Detroit salsa, which is just excellent. And surprising to me, they've had, for the first time I saw it there, a pico de gallo. So I got that and some of their wonderful chips. And Mr. O, I got some dulce de leche churros ice cream.
Oh, you really did it. Anyways, we're on our next reading, of course, Hermit Goddess Tarot. Who wants a love reading?
Okay.
And it's your deck.
Oh, it is. Sorry.
Yes, pay attention, Irene.
Hey, I haven't even drank enough yet.
That
is sinful, Violet. I admit, I didn't expect to see that, but something pulled me to the ice cream section. And I looked there. And I didn't expect to see. I thought, because I remember for my birthday, I had a dulce de leche ice cream without the churros element. And I just thought, I wonder if they have it there. And Haagen-Dazs had this one. So, nice. I couldn't resist.
So, we actually went to one of our favorite Mexican restaurants on Monday night. We thought we knew we were doing this show Friday night, but we just figured we would celebrate at a restaurant Monday night.
Be way too crowded. We passed one today, a relatively new restaurant we hadn't gone to yet, and it was packed.
But I had a botana because I tend to like that, and it's vegetarian, so what's not to like?
And I had a chicken enchilada. Shredded chicken. It was good. And what did you have to drink there, Mr. O?
I don't remember, but it made me slow and tired.
He had a margarita. He had a mango margarita, and I had a mojito. All right. Okay, love reading. Well, we got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Oh, boy. We have the Princess of Pentacles reversed. We have the Six of Swords reversed. Hermit Goddess. What do you have? Something better, I hope.
Is that the Clouds, right?
No. Okay.
And the Crossroads. Indeed.
Well, I think things are still relatively off to, as far as love goes, kind of a slow start, or just seems like, maybe there's been some problems lately. If not, if you are in a relationship, you may have been encountering some problems. If you're looking for a relationship, it seems as though things are sluggish right now, because not only do we have the Page of Pentacles here in the guise of the Princess, but we also have the Six of Swords here, and the Six of Swords is reversed, and that almost means like there's no movement right now. And I think, Hermit Goddess, this is saying you're ready for something to happen or develop. You want something more. You just seem like, you're more than ready for something good to come your way. Whether it's in a deepening relationship that you are in, or things coming together if there have been problems, or if you're looking for somebody, for that great relationship to happen. So I almost think this Nine of Pentacles is saying, maybe you just need to get out there more and things will start to happen and develop.
Some of this is about maybe some movement that you need to initiate yourself for sure. Maybe I can see that even with the crossroads there too. But some of that would also portray too that not so much you're not sure about, where to go, but maybe there is just some sense of trepidation about jumping back into a dating sphere if you've been out for a while, or if you've just in between things. It could always be different from what you expect. And sometimes maybe that's the Page of Pentacles too, sort of not finding things easily, sort of having it coinciding with the clouds that are saying that maybe something isn't apparent, there's more of a seeking. So maybe some of this really sums up to the idea that you have to be mostly clear in your heart and your mind what kind of love you are seeking too is a big part of it. And that maybe, of course, like I mentioned before with the situation last time, the Six of Swords, it's different, but it could represent a sense of a baggage or a gravity that still has some processing to do for you. So,
oh, wait a minute.
What?
I think the princesses are knights.
Oh, okay, so that's a Knight of Pentacles.
It is.
And so in a sense,
I'm going to double check that, but go ahead.
that was very...
I'm so sorry. It's been a while since I used this deck. Wait, let me make sure.
I feel like taking the camera off of me.
Yep, I'm right. Princess of Pentacles is the knight, so I apologize.
But you weren't right the first time.
I know. So let's...
I'll let you go back over.
Well, I don't think it's that much different, but what I do think it's saying is that, again, there is some delays. There's some stagnation. The knight is kind of lacking. I don't know if you've been feeling like, oh, I got to do the work. I got to go out there and I got to, try to... It's tough. It's tough in the dating game. It's tough in the relationship.
But it kind of fits with the dark clouds and the crossroads, sort of the, like I said, a sense of trepidation. That part is still true in a way.
It does. And so what I think here is this is saying get out more, try to be more motivated towards really seeking out people who would be right for you, I feel here that what this might be indicating to me is that you should truly be pragmatic about this approach. In other words, go to places and events or things where you want to find the right kind of person. And sometimes that's not in a pickup joint or a bar, for example. That's in a library. That's in maybe some kind of a lecture that you attend, some educational events, going to art galleries more, places where you could be around people that share your interests.
Right. So the overall sense is that it may seem like it's a slower going until maybe you find that way to resonate. And if I look at the Nine of Pentacles reversed again, I think that's saying is that you do want to not settle for someone who maybe is not really up to your standard. And I mean that in a sense, too, of just really life's experiences, because to some degree I feel like there's a life experience behind the successful Nine of Pentacles. You've achieved this much. And so this is saying really you don't want somebody who hasn't really been around the block as many times or about as many times as you have.
Totally agree.
I know that's kind of general in a way, but that's what I think it looks like.
Well, let's look at that crossroads and clouds a little bit more here. To me, it almost seems like it's indicating you don't know which way to turn next, which way to go next. Because the dark clouds are, the crossroads is facing those dark clouds there, which means that everything seems just a little bit, what?
Well, what does that? Does that remain the past that still needs to be dealt with too, or that it's Six of Swords, right?
I understand, but I'm talking about the Lenormand.
I know that,
right
but
now.
I just sort of feel they combine. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not combining those.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but you might be, and that's okay. But I almost feel here with what I was saying is that, again, this is like determining your next course of action. You're confused, you're maybe depressed about it a little bit, and you just need a little bit more of a push to get going again. I really feel that. But once you do, you'll realize you can go find somebody, but it needs to be in places where you want to attract the right person. I guess I want to end it there.
All right.
Go ahead. Do you want to talk about those?
No, that's fine.
You can?
Mm-hmm. I don't really have anything else to say.
Okay.
All right. Hi, Sunman.
Hey, that's what we have for you, Hermit Goddess. Good luck with that. Is it Amira's up next? Hi, Amira.
Hello, Sunny. What's up?
Sonny, can't you please sit in one place? No, you
No,
can't.
you can't.
Oh, on my computer?
You're welcome. I think the Six of Swords could represent, if not really like a blockage from recent past or something you're not dealing with, I think it could also be just about saying that maybe there's a slight bit of karma here too in some level.
See, I guess if I wanted to say more about the Six of Swords, I like to say when I see that card that you're just stuck in place right now.
That's true.
And that is true. But what he's bringing up is the past. And what I would say about that is that the Six of Swords indicates to me that you maybe something in your past may be blocking you from moving forward. It's true. It's not something you necessarily have to go back and revisit, but it's something you have to resolve inside of you to let that past go and to move forward with a better frame of mind.
Did we ever get Amira's question?
I don't think so.
Here's one from earlier. Will I meet my yonder year boy in 2023? And is he sexy, attractive, and pretty boy?
Sonny, I'm going to get angry.
It was right near the beginning.
Oh, okay.
A couple down from the beginning, Amira. She said one thing and then she said another thing.
Like, will I meet my yandere boy in 2023? And is he sexy, attractive, and a pretty boy? Well, how do you want to do that? Do you want to do a yes-no first so we can see if
Sure.
they will meet them?
Yeah,
That's
I think
going to
so.
say a lot.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do that.
I have an idea, but let's go do that. Kara! You made it!
Yeah, Kara's been here a while, actually.
No sombrero for Sonny. I think it'll say ace or one. I love that duck. What did I do with that? Trying to keep Sonny happy so he doesn't take down the set.
Well,
I missed her because I wasn't looking at the chat.
there's two aces. They're both upright, which means it is leading towards, yes, you could meet this person, this boy, Yandir boy. There's also Judgment reversed, which I'm not sure what I see with that, other than the fact that maybe they won't exactly be your expectation of cute and pretty. That maybe there's something that's a little bit, I'm going to say normal about them, in the sense that maybe they're just a really works hard kind of personality, takes care of business personality. So I'm almost wondering if maybe that's a sense that maybe they're a little bit more older and maybe a little bit more ingrained in life, in a sense.
Well, I have a different interesting thought about this, Amira. I don't know if you traverse much in past life things, but if you believe in past lives, I think there's almost some karma or not. I was going to say, as far as past lives go, that maybe this person is somebody you have shared a past life together with, and there is something karmic that needs to be resolved from that past life, which is why they're coming back into your life. Now, whether that's good or bad is kind of iffy to me here. I guess I should do the Lenormand on this and see. I was going to draw another card or two for a reason, but
okay,
let's do
and
this.
Amira has weighed in. We are doing your reading right now, Amira.
Yeah, Amira,
I hope
we've been doing your reading.
I'm not really sure that I see that. I don't see that. I don't see that. I just see mostly you are manifesting something with this person, more likely than not. Like I said, I sort of feel that Judgment reversed over there on the left could make them a more serious or sober personality, maybe. Ooh.
Aha.
So the tree, right? And the moon.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me put it to you this way. We did a yes-no because we wanted to see, Amira, if you would meet them this year. And it's leaning towards yes. It's not a definite yes, but it's leaning there. And as I've said about my interpretation, that Judgment to me seems to indicate that you may have met this person in a past life, if you believe in that. And if you don't, there's a karmic reason that is bringing you two together, one way or another. And I feel here that this person you meet, you may not immediately either both of you be attracted romantically. Romance is here, but I see the tree here too, and I'm almost feeling romance between the two of you is going to grow in time. I think it's going to grow deeper as you get to know each other more, whether you're friends or you work together or go to school together, whatever the, excuse me, or family brings you together, whatever the case may be, that's what I see.
Do you think he is a pretty boy, though?
I don't see that here. I don't. But let me just call a couple more for you. It's kind of a tricky question here. It's hard for me to say. I'll tell you what, I'm going to look for a Knight card and see what comes up.
All right.
And we now know those are princesses.
And by the way, just going to mention that we are doing our special Cinco de Mayo spreads today. The Revolution spread, which you see on the screen. Also the Margarita spread, how to soothe your thirsty soul. And then we also have a Fiesta spread.
Well, I have the Princess of Cups. It's really interesting here how they set up this book. And in this case, the princess is not the knight, it's the page.
Oh,
so
okay,
they mix it up.
So it differs.
Yep. Just to make me crazy. So, the Princess of Cups, to me, and it's reversed. I would say this. I don't think they're not going to be pretty. I think they are going to be you're going to be very attracted to them, I think, physically. But they are somebody who might let their imagination get carried away from them a little bit. They might be a little bit, even though they may be older, they actually may be a little bit immature. So there's a little bit of a shaky element there, I feel.
Well, we have a card with a woman on it, but it is meant to represent a sort of masculine energy. So maybe that is pretty. They're sitting there kind of in a bathing suit. The cups themselves sort of speak to the idea of maybe somebody who does care about themselves, their looks, their attractiveness. So I would say that chances are that as men or boys may go, that they are, in fact, a pretty person.
So I know I said I was looking for a knight, but I felt compelled either way because I thought that was a knight to stop with that card. I feel this person is going to be a water sign, and I feel that they're going to be very emotional based. And they can let their imaginations run away with them. It's kind of like, you got to bring them down to earth once in a while, But I feel overall this relationship is destined to grow in time.
This was your reading, Amira.
You'll have to go back and watch it, Amira. I'm sorry. We read these in order, so...
All right.
That's what we have for you. So go check it out, rewind the tape. And, feel free to come back again and ask more questions, okay?
We think you will meet them, and we think they'll probably will be somewhat pretty, but we don't know. I mean, maybe it's also about, standards, too. We don't necessarily have maybe that context.
Well, we were asked 2 questions there, and we did the best we could. We usually do 1 question. So I would just say to you, come back and ask more next time about this person's personality, okay? We did figure you are going to likely meet them sometime this year. It may take a while for this to turn into love, though.
All right, so looks like Melody is up. And
yes,
I don't
indeedy.
know if Melody has left us their question or not. Going to look for that. And Melody, if you're here, maybe you can just retype the question real fast. Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, thank you, Violet.
Oh. What's Azam's energy towards me?
Thank you.
We've got it. Thank you, Melody. Sunny is not cooperating. Let's see what I can do here. There we go.
I'm not so sure anymore about that. I don't think I could handle 2 voices in my ears during the live stream.
He thinks I'm more than enough for him.
But I won't rule it out. It's just I'm not sure, that's all. I don't even know if I can do the tech. My son's not very helpful lately. He's very busy.
Well, here is the Knight of Cups, and it is reversed.
Holy cow.
10 of Cups is upright. Wow. It's all Cupapalooza.
King of Cups.
Reversed.
Okay, so then I had the Garden, El Jardín, and the Ring, El Arillo.
Does Azram... Okay, what's his energy towards you? Does Azram... It seems to me Azram may have difficulties in expressing emotions, maybe. I got the King of Cups reversed here and the Knight of Cups reversed here. Or perhaps sometimes they allow too much... They have a problem expressing how they feel, but sometimes through their actions and behavior, you can get hints. Because they are very feeling people. Whether upright or reversed, Cups are very feeling people. And look, we have the energy of the Knight here and the energy of the King here. I feel there is some issues with emotional expression. I don't know. With seeing that 10 of Cups there, I get the feeling whether this is energy towards you, they feel like maybe there's some potential here to have a long-term commitment with you.
Well, I think so, but I think Azam is a slow burn kind of person, slow grower. And I think that ultimately they do have very fond emotional feelings, but I think they're kind of slow to move, but they're steady to move. That's the ring, and there's the garden. And I sort of feel like to some degree they're maybe kind of, surveying things right now, so they're not ready to commit. But at the back of their head, there is this idea that they have the sense of growing together with you, perhaps, or someone. So I'm not really clear that they have actually picked you yet, but I think there's feeling towards you. You wanted to say something?
No, I was trying to stop Sonny from...
Okay.
Oh, he just started texting you yesterday. He's a guy in your class. Well, I'll tell you what. If you're interested in this guy in your class, there may be some interest here. I would say to you this. I wonder if it's not about already getting involved in a relationship with you that's really serious. Maybe he wants to invite you to some family event. Maybe or some celebration. I would not be surprised if you get an invitation from this person that they might be, checking to see if you're interested in them.
I get the feeling like they, if you don't know a lot about them, you may find they have like maybe a large family too, and or people, and so getting to know him means getting to know the family too. And it may be that that's a really good thing. It just sort of seems like it's slower and growthful in a way. So I wouldn't expect anything to be real moving quickly. But you could always come back and tell us that, no, it is moving along.
Well, and I will say this, just be careful. I mean, it's always hard to say who people are until you get to know them, So when I see the Knight of Cups reversed and the King of Cups reversed, I worry about some, personality traits that might be a little bit disruptive. But in regards to your question, what energy do they project? They may be a little bit hard to really talk about their feelings, but obviously if they're if they're getting in touch with you, there's some interest there. And I feel that family is very important to them. Committing to things is very important to them from what I see. And also, like I said, I get the feeling with the ring in the garden, maybe they're committed to at least getting to know and seeing you somewhere, and at a public event of some sort.
Yeah, I just sort of feel that they kind of move in a more familial kind of way, in a sense, that it really starts as a friendship before it moves to something more romantic, if it is going to do that.
Yeah. So, hey, this looks promising. I mean, in a way, but, see where it goes. I would just say don't write this person off, and the energy is not all that bad. There is some personality issues, though. So, but you're only going to find that out if you engage more with them and get to know them.
All right.
All right, that's what we have for you. Good luck.
And my friend Eddie Mashup has joined us. Hey, Eddie, happy Cinco de Mayo to you.
Oh, hi, Eddie. Good to see you. All right, who's next?
Is it Ariana?
You're very welcome, Melody. Good luck with that. You can keep us posted. We'd like to know what happens. Yeah, it's Ariana. Hi, Ariana.
Looks like they want an update on Din, who ghosted. Do you see that there?
I don't know. This computer, see, I wish I hadn't brought this. I should have brought my tablet. I can't move. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, that's not it.
By the way, if you're new in the chat room, we have a couple special readings tonight. We have the Cinco de Mayo Revolution spread. We also have the Margarita spread, How to Soothe Your Thirsty Soul. And we have the Fiesta spread. So we'll go over those more. If you think you're interested, just let us know.
I don't see that question.
Okay, it was right under Eddie's.
Oh.
When Eddie showed up. Eddie's purple.
Every time I try to go back, it gives me grief.
Trust
There
me, then when I
is.
read
got
it, she said an update on
Update
Din.
on Din. He ghosted you. All right, let's check it out. Is Din the one that wasn't that Din one of the choices that we had in that one reading?
I think
we did
so,
for
yeah.
You? I can't remember if he was the better choice too.
Well, I thought you were asking about Din, Ariana. All right, that's fine, Victoria.
All right, Victoria. Well, we'll be happy to do that for you.
I am having a, what is it?
A margarita.
A margarita.
It is a lime margarita.
I had one on Monday and I fell asleep on the couch or something happened. It was...
Sip it slowly, Mr. O. Sip it slowly.
No, thank you. I keep telling people I don't drink, but once I start, I have the makings of not stopping.
You've got a different question now.
All right.
Pick which question. How will my love life be this summer? Or how will shopping for my first apartment be, as well as my apartment search? Let's look at the love life in the summer. How about it?
Good, because I already pulled the cards.
Sure.
I have to reshuffle.
But that almost looks like it's about her move now.
You're no fun.
I'm looking at the love life. Frankly, I think you should reshuffle.
Fine, I will.
Because we didn't know the question. Love life. Love life.
Well, we knew more than one question. Now we know which question.
You know, throughout my life, I was never much of a tequila fan. Margaritas grew on me over time.
Look what she's done now. We just started shuffling for the other one. She's
Ariana, you can't keep switching your question on us. Do the apartment one. You asked me to pick. How many times am I going to reshuffle here? All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right, next time, Ariana, one question only. Your pick. We'll do the apartment one. And that's it.
Only Banshee is allowed to change her mind.
I am. No changing minds. All right. I've got them cut. It's what it is. Apartment. Now watch, all the love cards will come up, right? Right. Oh, my.
Tequila and club soda sounds pretty drastic.
It's the Five of Swords, the first card.
Oh, dear.
It's death. But, you know, it's not death. We'll talk about that. Whoa, and it's the Hermit. 3 wise men. Cute.
Los amigos, right?
I guess.
Okay, and then in Lenormand, the first one was La Luna, the moon, and
Ooh.
Los Pujos, the birds.
Well,
I know, it's for the birds, right?
in a way. Boy, that Five of Swords, are you going to have some fighting to do over this apartment search or, you know, place to live? The Five of Swords kind of is not a great card. It's kind of like if you're haggling for cheaper rent or you're looking for the right place, you may have to fight off either competition or, you know, fight to get what you really want here. That is just a real contentious card for this.
I think so, and I'm wondering if this says that due to, you know, the various reasons that this might involve having to share the resources, and I get the feeling like you would probably not want to have to share if you didn't have to, but this may be a necessity.
Oh, are you thinking of moving in with anyone, a roommate or something, or are you on your own? Because I wonder if that could be the problem too.
Friction,
Yeah.
right? The sense, that's the Hermit, isn't it? Yeah.
Along with death.
I know.
So I feel, though, this move for you is going to be radical change.
Well, I don't think it's going to even happen easily. That's for sure. I sort of feel like it's going to take a while to get your stuff together and or deal with some other situations that maybe will show up.
I don't know. I'm of mixed minds about this. I do think that you're going to struggle with it. Maybe that's why the Five of Swords is here. It's going to be a struggle to find what you need or what you're looking for, where you want it, etc. And I feel here with death, whatever this, I do think transformation is going to happen. So therefore, I think you're going to make a move, but you may have to make some major changes in your outlook or your plans. In other words, you may have to rethink what you wanted and go with something radically different, right?
Am I getting the opposite idea? Is it that you really will end up having your own place and or, being on your own because maybe you really need to be alone?
She says she does want a roommate.
Okay.
It could be contentious. But, death is a change. Death is change. And I really feel like this might mean that something in your plans for where you want to live will have to change. And maybe it's because you and a roommate can't agree on a place, The Hermit to me is just this. You may have to get advice from somebody. You may have to get help from a real estate or an apartment finding service or something like that in order to get the place, get where you want.
But the moon does point towards a certain level of success.
Yes. Go on.
And I feel that some of this is really about the advice thing because I think the birds plays into the advice thing. This is saying really a lot of people are going to be offering you their advice. Some of it you'll have to discern better for really where the wise stuff is. I get the feeling like the roommate thing is really critical, but it may not work out the way you want.
It's interesting too. I would add this with the birds and the moon. I'm not going to put it in with the Hermit per se, but it could be you communicating with, people who can help you find an apartment. But I almost think this is just saying communicate. You're going to have to, do a lot of legwork here. You're going to have to make a lot of calls. You're going to be talking to people, whether it's, apartment complexes and you're talking to management, whether it's you talking to real estate or apartment finder people, whether it's you collaborating and trying to talk with roommates. And that's where I sense you could find some problems. That's what we have for you.
All right.
I think we beat this one to death. Death, get it? So that's it. Good luck with that. Feel free to ask us more on that another time, Ariana.
Eddie, I almost ran out to try and pick up a bottle of Oberon beer. I had one as a gag gift years ago.
I saw one there.
And I don't know if it's particularly Mexican or not. Everybody would always say, "Here, Oberon, here's a beer named after you." Like, I already have one. But
I'm pretty sure it's made in the U.S., or is it England? I'm pretty sure it's here. I don't know.
Me, not beer drinker.
I do not know.
All right, who's up?
It's I think it might be Karishma.
Karishma. Channel messages from Cheyenne for me. He is a Leo and I'm a Libra.
Channel messages from Cheyenne for me. Leo and you're a Libra. Okay.
And once again, I'm using my Santa Muerte Tarot.
It's all right, Ariana. We made it through.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
It's fun having you on the show because you do ask us some challenging questions. That's what I'm thinking. It's sort of showing that maybe, it's going to take a little while to find that right person. I get it though, Violet, you know.
But we can try to get a channeled message for you in the cards, what the cards will channel.
So the first card is the reversed Justice. And then that's followed by the reversed Knight of Wands. And then lastly, the upright Ace of Wands. Which is beautiful.
So the
card.
Knight of Wands or the Ace of Wands and the reversed Knight of Wands?
Yeah, and then Justice reversed.
Here, let me throw this out there while we're at it.
Okay, El Zorro, that's the fox.
Again.
And La Machete, which is the scythe.
Do you want to go first or me? I don't care.
Okay, so this was about
Just
Cheyenne for you. He is Leo and I'm a Libra.
And it's
Well, I think that maybe there's some sort of opportunity coming. I don't know if it's an opportunity that Cheyenne would share with you or is an opportunity that they're working for. It may be about combating or working against some things that he felt was working against him, maybe even unfairly. And I also feel, too, that maybe he wouldn't necessarily involve you in this because it really is going to take him to a darker part of himself, the Knight of Wands reversed. And I feel that he needs to express this energy that maybe
we'll do that for you, Title.
Win something for them. You know, it's sort of like I said, it's a little bit dark side. Like maybe there's something about, you know, reversing or dealing with an unfair situation. And the fox, you know, says deception. The machete says trying to remove things or cut things away from, you know, one's experience or life.
This is a really difficult read, and I'm not sure what I get off of this. I would say that I'm looking at that Lenormand, and I feel that
Thanks, Eddie.
Cheyenne might want to clear the air in some way. Cut through some deception or maybe some confusion. I don't know if they're being deliberately deceptive necessarily, but what I feel here is that maybe there's something they feel misunderstood.
Okay.
Possibly, you know, maybe that's why the Justice card is reversed here. They feel that they've been looked at maybe in an unfair light or a different light. And the Knight of Wands indicates that they really want to... I almost get the feeling, I don't know why, I'm not sure I always do this with the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords, but I want to say that they really want to slow things down in their life a little bit, you know? But there's the Ace of Wands, which indicates to me that, you know, something, it might be because there is something going on for them right now, or there's some opportunity that they want to pursue. And I almost feel like this is not necessarily romantic, the Ace of Wands, that this is something more business-oriented.
Well, the other thing about Leo and Libra is they are a good combination, but once again, they're kind of like that thing where, like, they're alike, but in an opposite way, because they're literally 6 months apart from each other, and one is very much more about communicating. The other one has a different way of looking at communicating, depending on how you look at that. So it's an interesting energy combination there.
If it is about, you know,
His
because
job.
I know we're just channeling a message, it's not necessarily romantic, but if it is about romance, the Ace of Wands could indicate that they want to start something but they really need to slow things down, they feel, because they may feel they're being misunderstood. I just get that feeling, or there is something they need to clear the air about.
And that's that then. It wants to change the dynamic of being looked at unequally, or maybe, with a negative aspect.
And they may want to cut through the chase. There may be something, that they need to reveal about themselves or their past. They need to clear the air about something.
Well, when the Knight of Wands is reversed, they are not as communicative as they are. Usually, upright Knight of Wands is a really charismatic, engaging personality. So they are dealing with something right now that maybe makes them more withdrawn.
Right. So I don't know, but it almost as if, well, you know what? One way or another, I almost feel like maybe there's no contact now. And the interesting thing is, we get messages in weird ways from people, So we're wondering, could they be thinking? What could they be feeling? Well, if you don't hear from them from X amount of time, I think you know the answer. I mean, you have to come to the point of knowing the answer. But I would say, I think one way or another, they're going to clear the air with you, and you're going to see what they're really feeling or what's going on.
So maybe that's why you asked us, because maybe you sense this somehow is coming towards you.
I think it'll happen. I can't say when, but when I see the Ace of Wands there, I think it might not be that far off.
Aces are usually something that happens sooner than later.
Yeah. But my advice to you is, too, that sometimes the message comes in no message. Not hearing from them sometimes is their answer. And that's the best I can tell you with the cards we drew this time. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
Autumn. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
What's coming towards you in love, please? Okay.
And I need those Lenormands?
No, you can't have them. Can't have them. Here.
You're welcome. Hope that gave you something to think about, and maybe...
Hi, Libra.
Hi, Libra. We saw you there.
I didn't.
I did. The Legend of Zorro. All right, ole. I like that movie. That was the one with Hannibal Lecter. I can't think of his name. Thank you. It's not the one I'm thinking of then, I guess. I was thinking of the one with the older British actor.
Sunny.
And Catherine Zeta.
Well, we have the Emperor reversed. The Seven of Pentacles upright. Well, and the Two of Swords upright.
With a tower in the background. Oh!
The tower's not falling apart now.
And then we have El Oso, that's the bear. And El Accordion, which is...
the heart.
The heart.
Corazon.
Corazon. Whoops, I'm sorry. I should have known that.
I should be speaking the Spanish here.
Well, I know it a little bit. Hi, Angel Mary.
Hey, Angel Mary. All right. Well, this is about what's coming towards you in love. Not a lot right now. I don't know. I'm going to say not a lot right now because of this reason. I feel as though that Seven of Pentacles and that Two of Swords seems to indicate kind of a quiet period right now romantically. Where, if you are in a relationship, I would say things are staying the way they are. Whether you're separated or whether you're together, they're kind of staying the way they are. If you're not in a relationship, then I'm saying it just seems as though things are kind of slow right now. And it's basically, I don't know if you have pulled back, from searching for someone or what the situation might be here as far as that goes, Autumn. But I almost feel like, there's some thought that needs to be put in your direction. Are you on the right path now? For example, if you are in a relationship, or if you are looking, are you really looking in the right places? The Emperor reversed indicates here, and I'm just going to say this in a different way than I normally would. Sometimes we can't control what's happening, It's just right now is a situation where you don't have a lot of control in what's going on in the romance department. That's kind of the way I look at it. I'm going to let you go before I go to the Lenormand.
Okay, that's really good. I'm glad you brought that out because I was struggling with that one a little bit too.
Okay.
And that's a good fit there. The idea that you realize you don't have that control, but it maybe is also that you realize that you sort of aren't ready yet. That's the Seven of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords maybe indicates there's something you actually are waiting for. It's information of some sort, or if it's information or intelligence of the heart. Like maybe you just want to either know your own heart more, or you feel like where you see prospects or possibilities, you want to know that more too. So part of you is saying you want to know more, you're not ready to decide yet, or you feel there's troubles there. But another part of you really wants to drive you. The bear wants to drive you. So you probably are dealing with twin impulses to some degree.
It's interesting when I see the heart and the bear. If I had more of a feeling that there was a relationship coming towards you, I might be going to a different direction than I am now. But with the heart and the bear, I'm going to say this. Love yourself. Love yourself. Believe that you are strong. You are capable of attracting love, the right kind of love and relationship in your life. If things have gone south in a relationship, you deserve better. You need to stand tall, stand up for yourself, and show yourself some self-love because, you wield a lot more power here, and magnetism, I feel, than you realize.
It's actually good advice for everybody, not just for you, Victoria, or Autumn, who we're reading for. I love it, really. I think this is really nice. And I think this is just saying, really, that when you are ready, things will happen. And you have to really be ready on a number of levels. You have to sort of reconcile some of your different thoughts about some of this.
So, as I said what I said, I look at those two Lenormand cards and I think to myself, maybe that's why things are on hold right now. You have to love and trust and show more confidence in yourself and your ability to attract the right love to you. And I feel that it will happen. It will happen.
She's the awesome one.
Anyway.
Thanks, Autumn. Appreciate that.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And thank you. Feel free to come back. We'll be here on Sunday. We'll be here for happy hour tomorrow, but we don't take questions at happy hour. We just give a single card, positive message from Spirit. And we're not going to have happy hour till 4 p.m. tomorrow because we're doing an in-person event. So happy hour has been postponed to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Tidal Wave wanted to know what's coming in May. Is that right?
I think Tidal Wave is next, yeah.
Yep. They said they had to go.
We have to go?
Yep.
Go fast? No.
I'll take those now. Or did I do those? You did those. Give them.
Okay.
It's your deck.
My eyes are bad. I thought you said you were having gross something.
Yep. Happy hour, your time, Victoria. We had to do it.
Neelam is next. Okay.
Oh, Neelam. I'm sorry, Neelam.
Okay,
sorry, Violet. You know me.
You don't have to shout.
Apparently, I didn't have Neelam on my list. And I should have looked at yours. That's what you're here for.
Did we have a question? Or is it a general reading?
Okay.
Caps on is considered to be shouting. Yeah.
I don't see a question from Neelam, but maybe I'm crazy.
Neelam, are you here? Do you just want a general reading, or do you have a question for us?
Okay, Violet, yeah, we'll just wait a few minutes, son. Do you have any other announcement?
Well, like Victoria said, she was interested in one of the readings, and I'll go over them again. And Banshee just made these literally in the last 24 hours. The Cinco de Mayo Revolution spread. As you can see, 3 cards, just like we normally do.
I've been on a creative, crazy...
The Margarita spread, which is how to soothe your thirsty soul. And then the Fiesta spread. Let's party. Get up and dance. Food for thought. Neelam.
All right. Let's count down, Violet.
Count her down.
Kara did caps now.
What? What? Thank you, Violet. But if you really want to emphasize it, you would write it out as a word. 5, F-I-V-E, in capitals. 4, F-O-U-R, in capitals. And so on. Maybe Kara could do that part.
Kara's too busy putting in confusing numbers.
Oh, my lordy.
Angel Mary is up next. Hey, Angel Mary.
Hi, Angel Mary. Boy, Violet, you are perfect. We're going to give you a raise.
He is. Oh, wait. Not that I don't want to.
We want to give you a raise.
I've just been buying too many decks lately. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. You have to stay for your reading. That's what you're going to ask about. Should I stay here?
Oh, she's got a storm. Yeah, I heard there were
sorry.
storms in Texas there. Violet said too. Oh.
Great. Everybody's going to split because of the storm.
Well, not everybody's from Texas. Okay, Angel Mary, what's your question? Did we get one?
I don't remember. Angel Mary often leaves a question.
Maybe they stopped in to say hi.
I'd hate to have to make her do the countdown twice.
Victoria's shouting now, too.
Okay, does anyone else want to shout? What is
Mr. Kadri's
true intention in dealing with you? Okay.
Okay. I don't know if that's romantic. It somehow doesn't sound it to me, so let's just keep it general, I think. We'll see if it comes up.
I see it, Violet. And yeah.
Thank you, Violet.
I want to shout, too. I have no mouth, but I must scream. That's a famous science fiction story.
Oh, God, there's such great cards in the literary tarot. I can't wait to just thumb through it again. Oh.
Like that, Victoria? I turned off the mic.
Please pull the cards.
All right, the first card is the upright Two of Wands.
Okay.
Then we have the reversed Queen of Swords. And then we have the reversed Eight of Wands.
Well.
What do you say?
Well, I don't know, because look what I got.
Oh, great. There's Neelam.
Well, Neelam, you're late. We had to go past you. We're sorry.
Yeah, we moved beyond you because we had called for you a number of times.
We'd have to put you at the end of the list. So give Violet your question. Just write it out, and we'll do it at the end of the show. And you can rewind the tape if you have to.
Okay, so the ring has re-shown El Anillo. Anil?
Yep.
What else? Thank you. You're supposed to hand it to me. And the anchor.
The Two of Wands. It's almost as if I feel like maybe they did have some plans for you. I don't know if this is like you're looking to work with them, or in some capacity, whether this is business, whether this is pleasure. But I feel like that it's almost as if with that Two of Wands, they had some plans for you. But it's possible that something has diverted them along the way. Their choices or the decision may have changed with that Queen of Swords reversed there. I don't know. Do you get the feeling that, one day you feel really good about their intentions and then the next day you're not sure what they're thinking about you? I almost get that feeling like there's some confusion here. And the Eight of Wands indicates, too, that communication just seems difficult at this time, or maybe too aggressive, or something's not right about it.
Well, you're asking what this person might really mean or wish in dealing with you. And the funny thing is that I see the anchor with the ring, which is talking about maybe sticking with being committed or to the promise of something. But I agree with Banshee, what she said, that maybe somehow there's sort of like a push-pull, or mostly a sort of sense of things slowing down. The Queen of Wands is sort of feeling like maybe we didn't come across to each other. So if there was something more business or another kind of communication to each other, maybe something didn't exactly impart. And I get the feeling that the Eight of Wands reverse could be talking about a change in direction. Not so much slowing down, but just sort of something changing direction. So I think if this was maybe about business, if this was a person considering you for business plans of any sort, maybe they're changing their mind, or maybe they're not sure in some respect. But I think it's saying you should keep showing your own interest if that's what it's about. This says this is what they feel. This is telling me you should probably hold on to the feeling if you do feel it's worthwhile for you.
Well, it's interesting here because I almost feel, since this was talking about their energy or whatever towards you, their feelings, that they feel anchored in, it's really weird. They are committed to their own long-term stability and security. That's what I feel here. Ooh. And maybe that's what the confusion, maybe that's why they're waffling with making a decision. So whether they're involved in a business and they want you there, they're really thinking about what's best for their long-term interests and security, and they're kind of waffling on this decision right now. You may have to come back and ask later, but I can tell you this, Angel Mary, that I really feel they did have some long-term plan for you.
Right, and it may still happen, but not at this time. It may still need something else to kind of process.
And what is that again? I got to remind myself.
Eight of Wands reversed.
Yes, it was the Eight of Wands reversed, which is why I felt...
a slowdown too, in a way.
Yes, or communications that just aren't very clear. They're not getting through. They're not focused. So, scattered. So I can understand why you are confused. So maybe we'll have to check this out again, but that's what we have right now. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Angel Mary.
Okay. Title. Now we're on title.
And Title wanted to know what was going on for them in May.
Yes. So, okay.
You're welcome, Angel Mary.
Neelam will do right before Violet Lotus. You'll be the second from the last reading. All right.
Mine.
I like those cards. Uh-oh. I just threw all my cards away. No, I think it's just this one. Okay. All right. I have room to shuffle. And I'm already messing up. Is he at the dishes? No, he disappeared. He is gone. You're very welcome, Angel Mary. Well, title, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Chariot reversed. Oh. At least the last card's not bad reversed.
No one going nowhere.
It's the Nine of Swords reversed.
And I thought this might be a little bit better. Might be a good time to read El Libro, the book.
Oh, my goodness.
And the child, El Nino.
Oh, wow. Well, title, I know your situation. It looks like you may still be job hunting through the month of May. I feel that with the Knight of Wands here, and it's not going too well. It's slow, I think what the Knight of Wands might also be saying, though, and the Chariot's reversed, it just seems like it's a very sluggish time, and you may fall into a sense of feeling very non-motivated and not driven, but you have to pick yourself up and do the opposite. You have to move towards your goals. If this isn't about job, it's about goals. And I feel like you have to move. You have to be aggressive in your pursuit. Really try to rise above a sense of maybe hopelessness or just a give up kind of attitude. You have to really try to do it. And the Nine of Swords is here reversed, and I feel here that you have to work on putting aside, regardless how bad things may get, your fears and anxieties. Don't let them overwhelm you. I feel here you will, maybe possibly by closer to mid or the end of the month, I feel like something might shift and change a little bit that may give you more hope. And you know what? It's Mercury going direct. May 15th. I just thought of that. It's Mercury going direct. I almost feel after that happens, you're going to feel a lifting, and maybe you'll start maybe people will be calling you for interviews, or you'll be able to move forward on your projects or goals. I'm going to stop there. You can go ahead.
So that midweek period, thank you, Sunny, is probably somewhere, well, we're actually in mid-May almost. Not quite, but we're getting there. But I think like moving, slowly to really work on the information you need, whether it's just where you can apply or where possibly you can get tips on things that you need to know just in your job hunt, not saying like, you're going to bone up on how to do this, that, or the other, because you can't do that necessarily, but somehow information that you might be able to find if you're willing to invest some time in it will be helpful. I pretty much agree with Banshee here. I think that this is saying you need to overcome some of the anxiety, and that'll mean, sometimes when I look at the Chariot, I see it as being a facade in a way too, that sometimes we can act the part of being driven even when we're not necessarily, that we put up a facade. The Chariot is about a sense of bluster as well as direction. So use that energy of bluster when you can and appropriately to kind of, fake it till you make it, in a sense, that just don't let others know if you do have anxiety. Try to keep your confidence level as high as you can.
Well, it's interesting seeing the child with the book, because children go to school, right?
That's
and
true.
So, they study. And so I almost sense here, title, that, there's a possibility that there may be an opportunity to advance your skills, or to maybe take some specialized training. So I wonder here, too, if you might not get a job opportunity somewhere along the way that will help you increase your skills in some way. Maybe there'll be some workshops or training that you will have to attend. Also, I would add, what?
I'm just giving hand signals to Violet. You can keep going.
Also, I would add that the child is saying, slowly things will start to be revealed to you, a path forward. The child is about taking small steps forward. And so that's why I'm thinking month of May it may take a while before you move forward. It seems like you're rushing me because now I'm seeing this. So what's up?
Yes, Vlogs, we can take you. And yes, Violet, that will be the last. We'll close the list with that. And I wasn't rushing you. You had plenty of time.
Okay. It's not a very long list, I will say.
Who cares?
I do. But anyway, are you done? Then pick up the card so we can get going.
Okay.
Thank you. And I'll take those.
You will, as soon as I give them to you. And Victoria says we can pick any of the special readings. Let's show them again to our audience. The Cinco de Mayo spread, which is about revolution. The Margarita spread, what's making you salty or otherwise. And the Fiesta spread.
Well, I don't know, Victoria. You seem like such a happy-go-lucky person that I almost feel you don't need the Fiesta spread per se. Let me.
But are you now asking a question? How do we fit that in?
Was Mr. O telling you to steal third? Let's see, Victoria. Astrology says May has interest returning. Should I text Mr. a link to my latest podcast? I got it, Victoria. We spoke quantum physics theories and looked really cute. And then I'll ghost him. That's funny. Should you text him a link? Well, that wouldn't really fall in with the special readings. We'll just throw 3 cards on that, right, and see.
Okay.
Or do you want to do a yes-no? We could do a yes-no. Let's do that.
We'll try it and see. Let me focus for a moment.
We'll see what comes up there.
Alrighty. Don't worry, Vlogs, we're doing you.
What would be the outcome? I see. So she texted. Let's throw 3 cards.
Okay.
If she did send him the text, what would be the outcome? Okay. You got it.
We gotcha. Card 1. There he is, King of Pentacles.
Whoa, he's got a big chest there.
Ho, ho, ho. Card 2. 8 of Wands, upright. Movement. Oh, okay. It's really good. I thought it was the 2 reversed. It's the 7 reversed. The 7 of Cups reversed.
Oh.
Stellar.
Want to get even better?
Yeah. Oh my. El Trébol. The rose. The flower,
no.
right?
Look at the number.
2.
Clover.
Clover. Cinco and Clover. Ooh, El Perro, the dog. Wow.
What the hey? Maybe is he just wanting you to do this, because wants the attention? Because this looks awfully promising to me, Victoria. I don't want to get your hopes super up here, but we've got that King of Pentacles here, right? Clearly a man of the world,
Mr.
a person
Moneybags.
with Mr. Money, and power, and, somebody who can be very beneficent and giving, of his time or, compassion towards others. What?
I was reading her text.
Yeah, I know you haven't spoken, but you never know. maybe sending that text at the right time may spark something. Maybe it won't, but maybe it will. So I feel like if you do this, what's that center card again? Because to talk.
8 of Wands.
Yes, that's communicate. Try to communicate. Focus your attention. I mean, what would it hurt at this point is the way I look at it. And with that 7 of Cups upright, I don't know.
Positive choices made, or the right choices made, or a choice.
It's possible this person will make the choice to contact you.
Wait till Mercury is no longer retrograde.
Gods, I wonder about that. But the dog is here and the clover, and to me, that's a lucky friendship. I mean, that's a lucky companion, or somebody who becomes a friend through a lucky circumstance. So,
like during a full moon.
Or maybe like a synchronicity. Perhaps if you time it right, hey, maybe you should work your own mojo or do your own readings on this. But when you feel the time is right, text that sucker out there, and it could bring you some good luck. It could possibly make something happen here. What does it hurt to try? The cards seem to say, go for it.
Yeah, and not everything about Mercury retrograde is a total, it won't happen. It just means it's more likely that it could be that.
Like during a full moon. Well, but during an eclipse moon, I don't know.
Well, isn't the
it's
full moon?
It's a new moon now. That's right.
No, it's a full moon.
It is
dear.
a full moon now. In
Look
Scorpio,
Yes.
of all things.
Yes. You have the Scorpionic blessing. Oh!
Okay. So I say go for it. I don't know. Mr. O, have you barked off?
I say go for it. Have I barked?
That's why I said
Have
that.
I barked? Yes. I want to bark at the clover.
So.
It is time to clean the closets.
Clean your closets. Gosh, I don't have time.
I understand,
I wish
Neelam.
I did.
I understand, Neelam, but your reading is going to come a little bit later, so...
Yeah, we cannot backtrack. We go through our list. If you miss your turn, we have to go through our
No,
list.
they're just
We
saying
put
it's
you at
late.
the
That's
end.
all they're saying. It's just late. So
It is late. You can always rewind the tape and listen later. Okay. So that's what we have for you, Victoria. Good luck with that.
all right. So Kara is next.
Kara, what you got?
We don't know. Yeah.
Thank you, not shouting. See, now you've got everybody on edge about capital letters.
Does Freya have anything to tell you? Yes, you better tell us, Victoria.
How about taking those?
How about it?
And I'll get my cards. And we'll do my reading.
All right. Which one? The regular one? The now old
What's the
one?
message? Why is it important?
Uh-huh. Why are you important?
What's really interesting is one of the masterclass people, his name is Radley Valentine, he's done Angel Tarot, was doing, Sonny, was doing this is crazy, was doing talking about 3-card spreads and how great they can be, and I happened to post this reading that we're about to do for Kara on the chat there, and he saw it. And he took a snapshot of it saying it's a great reading. So there you go. We're going to do this one for you, Kara. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the message from Freya? Uh-oh.
You asked. The tower.
It's the tower. Why is it important? Oh. It's the Four of Pentacles reversed. Where is this leading? To the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, I really like this reading, actually, Kara. Depending on what he has. Ooh.
The Heart.
I think this fits.
The Whip.
Okay, what's the message from Kara? From Freya. Kara, the Tower. The Tower is all about something needs to be that may be on a little bit of shaky foundation, Freya's saying. It needs to come down. The walls have to tumble down so that you can rebuild on more solid ground. There's something you have to let go of here and not hold on for dear life, Freya's saying, but let go of it so that you can be in a better place.
The better place is taking care of yourself and taking care of people around you or situations around you.
Are you getting that from the first card? You're not.
No, I'm getting that from this because I
know.
agreed with what you said there. I'm just sort of completing that thought there, is the better place.
Well, there is that. Why is it important? Because, again, the Four of Pentacles is saying you're holding on to something. Maybe you don't realize it, but you're holding on to something too tightly, and it's time to let it go. I think this is the holding on, and this is saying it's time to let it go. And why is it important? Mr. O has already covered that. Or where is it leading?
No. Where is it leading
Where
to?
is it leading? To loving yourself more. Loving yourself more. And when you look at that Lenormand, which is the Whip and the Heart, I think what it's saying, Kara, is there's some anger. There's something, that you are holding on to that has made you angry in your past. You're holding it in your heart, and it's past time to release it and let it go.
We'll take you, Mr. Maurice.
Oh, we will?
We will.
Nothing against you, Mr. M. It's because he drew a hard line with me a few minutes ago.
Sorry, Violet. It is not closed for Mr. Maurice.
Okay. So, do you have anything to add on the Whip and the Heart?
Well, I think...
Did you like that?
You're asking... I like that. You're asking what Freya, has in store for you or wants you to know. And I think everything is really fitting into place. You really need to check your foundation because it's not going to be secure enough. And the Whip and the Heart really are saying it's been a long time since you've been able to really work on yourself, your heart issues. But now will come that chance, and you don't want to miss that opportunity.
And you know what? This may be very well part of the Freya message too, now that I'm thinking about it, is that you need to work on your heart chakra. You need to work on your heart chakra. And also, I think as far as it goes, self-love. Self-care, self-love. Make yourself the best you can be, for your own good. Dieting, exercise, whatever the case may be, just more quiet meditative time where you can, release any tension and stress that you're feeling, that you're bottling up, any anger issues, to let them go, listening to more things that quiet any kind of stuff like that, and let it go. The Tower says it's not serving you anymore. So let it go, Freya says. That's what we have for you. Wow.
Banshee thought I closed the list too early, so I wasn't too hard on keeping it open for one more reading.
Well, we are chatting a bit, I will admit. We'll go into a little overtime.
But you said it was too early, so I agree with you.
Well, it's only because the list is smaller today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, let's proceed.
Who's next then?
It's the Scorpio energy or the margarita.
Who's next?
I'll wait and look at it's here. It's Eddie. It's your friend Eddie.
Eddie, are you going to ask us a question tonight? I haven't seen you in the chat there. Or both. We'll give Eddie a moment. I'm not so sure how to ask a question.
Any other announcements? Don't forget happy hour, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow.
Yes, our wonderful happy time is tomorrow, not at 10 a.m., but at 4 p.m. That's because we're going to be reading cards at the bakery tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Yes, indeed.
We're so excited. And you forgot to call them, and I forgot to remind you. But I kind of figured you wouldn't call them.
Oh, well.
It's all right.
So I'm not so sure Eddie's here, so we should probably move on, I think. Who's next? Libra.
Libra's next. Okay, Violet, though, just for the record, I honestly will let you close the list after Mr. Maurice. And I'm sorry I'm being such a hard nose about that. But it's been a fun show. Libra, what you got for us?
Hey, Libra. Did Libra ask us a question, Violet?
Is Mr. okay with that? I think he is. I think he is.
Well, I don't see a question. Are we going to have to shuffle them down?
Yeah, I don't know. Libra, are you here? Do you want a reading? Speak now. We're going to have to move on.
Okay, I see where they came in. I don't know that they asked a question. I'm looking.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's take Neelam, since Neelam's got their question posted and has been waiting.
Thank you. Let's just do Neelam then.
We'll get to Neelam, and if Libra comes back, we'll fit Libra in.
Okay.
All right.
Will you receive your degree in PhD? You're going for a doctorate. Your contract expires on September 21st. I'm not sure what the part about the contract and expiration means in reference to getting your degree.
It may have something to do with that, but I'm not sure.
Well, that's what I just said.
I know, but I think anyway. I don't know much about PhD and how that works, but sometimes you do have a time that you have to get it in by.
I see.
Yeah, for study. Okay.
Okay. Here we go then, Neelam. So the first card is the Hanged Man reversed.
Okay.
The next card is the Chariot upright.
I like the sounds of this.
And then the final card is the reverse King of Pentacles. Over here we have the Garden, El Jardín. And the Sun, which is always a good card.
I like the looks of this, Neelam. I hope it's going to work out for you. You know, the Hanged Man is reversed. This is definitely a time for you to focus on what you need to do to get it done. The Hanged Man is now off of the tree, off of, you know, you've done a lot of hard work, a lot of study, perhaps a lot of research, and now is the time to apply it. And there, right there with the Chariot, this is like a card of drive, motivation, intensity, intense movement forward. It's time now to get it done. And I feel here with the Knight, it's the Knight of Pentacles, right?
Yes, it is. You're right.
Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. I feel here that, you may hit some bumps in the road. You may hit some bumps in the road that slows you down. But I sense you're going to get there because why? You have the sun in the garden. And to me, that indicates success and moving out into the world. The garden is like into more the social atmosphere. So in other words, to me, I think this is taking you out of, the school environment and more into the world at large.
Like an internship or something that comes after the...
Well, PhDs are...
Yeah, that's not really...
I don't know if you're getting into medical. You could be getting into a lot of things with a PhD. So the thing I'm saying here, though, is you will be moving on into bigger things.
I think my takeaway from that Knight of Pentacles really does indicate that there will be times where you're just going to feel that situation that you mentioned from the professor. I think, I remember you said you were medical before. That is probably about the dissertation there, the idea that it's really... taking such a long time. There's a recalcitrance there in getting that done.
That's the professor he's talking about. That's the professor. They're kind of putting roadblocks in your way. So, you have to try to iron it out with them and see what it is they're looking for and try to accommodate this. You are capable. You are capable of making this happen. I think it's really clear here. But, you're going to have to kind of let go of you might have to let go of some of the things that you feel righteous about and open your mind to some of the things the professor may be recommending to you or asking you to do. I just sense that things will work out here. There is success for you.
Well, Neelan's basic question was, would it happen in 2023? Do you have those other cards?
I'll try those, but I don't know if that's helpful here, but I'll try them. The thing I'm suggesting here is, in relation to your question with the sun here, if you want it to happen in 2023, I think it could happen. But let's see. Let's try these.
This, to me, actually connotes maybe moving forward out into the public successfully, which would be, the afterwards of getting your doctorate. Thank you.
Oh. You might say 10 years from now, what are you going to do? I have a way of working with these cards, though.
I know you do.
Well, I know this can't be true.
Okay, so there's 2 months to 6 months.
So, I think this period from 2 months from now to 6 months from now will be critical for you to get this done in 2023. I almost feel as if it could take you said your contract is up in September, I think you said?
That's about 6 months.
Oh, no, that's not. It's
more
May,
than 6
June,
months,
July, August, September, 4 months. So it's in between, for sure, this time frame here. I kind of feel you could make it by September. It's possible, but considering it's saying 6 months there, it might take a little bit longer. So I hope that's not the case. Work hard. Use that energy that this Chariot card is providing you. You have the motivation and drive to get this done. Work with your professor. Work with them as best you can to try to move this forward. I think it's possible.
Good luck.
And I wish you a lot of luck with that. Good luck.
6 months could take it till around the end of November.
Yeah.
Closer to it. Good luck, Neelam.
Good luck with that. I wish you the best. Keep us posted.
Yeah.
Love to hear you come back and tell us it worked out.
All right. So we're on vlogs.
Oh, there they are. And it'll be my deck? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Vlog. What you got for us?
Ah. All right.
Well, I can't answer that question for you, Neelam, about which you should switch to. Perhaps if you want to come back on Sunday or another show, we might be able to look at that and see who you might work better with. We have a particular reading we could try for that. Did we get a question from Vlog?
Yes.
Ah.
My name is Vishnavi, and my partner name is Utkarsh. Want to know his current feelings in reunion with me. You're welcome, Neelam.
Current feelings and a reunion. If a reunion's possible, then? Okay.
Pretty much, I guess. You're welcome. Oh, you know what that is?
Well, it's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Eight of Cups is upright. The High Priest is upright. I want to see your cards.
The Cross, La Cruz. And the Rider, El Genese.
Well, if you have been separated, I'm kind of concerned about some of these cards here. I got to see the middle card again. What did I say it was? I'm lost. Yes, the Eight of Cups. That right there, and the Rider. I'm a little bit concerned that this person may be moving on. Or moving on to something else. The Dame of Pentacles, you asked how their feelings are towards you. Well, they may be feeling not... I don't know if this is it or not. Do they feel like maybe they weren't getting enough attention? It's one of two things here, I feel. That they may not have gotten enough attention from you because maybe you have a lot of other people that you are helping or supporting in some way, whether it's family, whatever the case may be. Or they feel like maybe you've been smothering them a little bit, and they feel like they're looking beyond this relationship. Maybe they feel something about your energy stifles them and they want to move on. And believe me, when I say this is no reflection on you. This is just how they feel, whether they're right or whether they're wrong. And that card again?
The High Priest.
Yeah. It's puzzled me at first. I almost do think they are looking at marriage, or, the other thing I think here is they're very much into structure and conformity. They expect somebody, maybe you, to fit certain ideologies or feelings they have about the relationship and where it should go and what it should be. And if you don't fit their model of what they're feeling, they're going to move on. And the Rider in the Cross here indicates to me that they might be moving on, which could cause you, I feel, some disappointment or sorrow.
I don't know necessarily that this is exactly about their emotional feelings for you, why the sense that they are moving on. It may just be that they are looking for something else that structures them in their life that is not necessarily to do with a relationship. They may be thinking that they want to not be in a relationship at this time for some reason. And it may be that that's their strongest feeling. It's not a feeling that they dislike you. It's just a feeling that says they want to work more on themselves in some respects.
I think it's very interesting that last statement you made there about he wants you to do everything, which again, all this attention, you have to be at his beck and call. And in a way, this high priestess energy can be like that, you know?
It's the high priest.
Well, I'm sorry, high priest. Yes, there's a difference between the high priestess and the high priest. And I feel this is very stoic. This is very stubborn energy in a way, kind of like it's my way or the highway kind of thinking. In other words, if you don't conform to what they want, they're ready to move on.
It is an unchangeable attitude, and so maybe...
Yes, they're very set in their ways.
Yeah, that's probably something I hadn't totally realized until I listened more here. But I think that they probably are not interested in that relationship as much anymore unless you conform more. This is about conformity.
So you have to decide if it's worth it, really, because the bottom line is, I feel they're not a person who's easy to change their ways. And that could cause you some long-term grief, you know, if you continue down that path.
Yeah, these cards are probably saying that that's where it would most likely go if you stay. You should just at least consider, you know, thinking about this more. Absolutely.
So that's what we have for you. I wish you luck with that, Neelam. Thanks for sticking around.
Especially if he cheated on you.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know, and see that Eight of Cups there? That shows that he's a wanderer. That shows that he likes to move on to other things. So, you know, his cheating is probably something he's been doing for a while, you know, with other people too. So my advice is, yeah, you know, if he's not even communicating much, I would just let it go, you know. There's plenty of other people out there who might be more worthy of who you are. So I'm glad we were able to answer your question for you. Thanks for stopping in today.
All right. And feel free to come back and ask more. Thank you, Vlogs. And Mr. Maurice is up.
Yay, Mr. M.
Did you hang around? You usually do. Slowly working on my margarita.
It's pretty tasty.
And maybe our list will end earlier. Mr. Maurice, are you with us?
There he is.
There you are.
Yay. Good to see you, Mr. M.
Happy Cinco de Mayo if you celebrate.
General reading. You've got it.
All right.
My deck?
No, it's my turn.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have some chips and salsa and pico de gallo after this show.
Maybe I'll even melt some cheese on
Ooh, I'm in. I see you've been eating those pretzels, and I haven't had a single one.
I've had 2 or 3.
No, these are not Mexican pretzels. They're garlic parmesan. They're so good. They're made by a local distributor, Pop Daddy.
Yes. Mm. All right, Mr. Maurice, here's your general reading. Okay. It's Justice reversed.
Okay, Hierophant reversed. That's not bad.
And it's the Four of Wands reversed.
And that's not bad either.
That's not usually that bad
well,
either.
A little bit of up and down here. Oh, but let me get the Lenormand into this and see what we've got for you. I shuffled a couple times. I want to shuffle a couple more. You know, it's interesting. Justice is reversed there. So it seems like there's some little balance issues coming up for you this month. could be maybe a sense of being treated unfairly in some situation. Since this is a general reading, I may end up parceling this out.
Well, I know you've asked before, too, about a particular legal situation that you were hoping for justice on or for
Didn't we have this
a good
combination
outcome.
for Victoria, but it was
Maybe.
the other way around?
Yeah, it was the other way around.
How
El
interesting.
Perro and
The Clover.
the Clover. I was going to call it by the Spanish name.
So... Oh, there's Libra. All right, we will get you, Libra. What? Is there something I'm missing?
No.
Okay. I don't know why you do that to me when I was about to read. Now I got to figure this out again. All right, the Four of Wands and the Hierophant stand out to me here, reversed. The Four of Wands indicates that, this is a time to really take stock of how far you've come with certain areas. Even if you feel like there's been no progress, there's probably been some. You are in a pretty good place right now, is what this is saying. The Hierophant reversed might be calling upon you to change your outlook, to change attitude, to maybe change up something in your life. Think differently. Do some things differently, especially if you feel like that things are out of balance or out of sort for you in some area of your life.
Right. I don't remember the particulars, but there was something that was about a settlement or some situation that you thought you've been waiting on. And
Are
I'm
you
wondering,
still waiting on that?
I think you mentioned it even the last time possibly, but the Hierophant reversed may be saying that you have to shake up the strategy or have the people working with you shake up the strategy perhaps, because maybe it's about, I don't know if it's about a settlement, maybe settling for a little bit. I'm almost getting that feeling from looking at the Four of Wands reverse, saying that maybe if delays are just going on that keeps, you delayed there, that maybe it might be wiser to see about a settlement if you feel, it would help you out.
I'm not going to go there. I'm going to keep it fairly general. But I see what he's saying, because justice reversed could indicate, at the very least,
Quibbling.
since this is a general reading, that not much is going to happen there for you. I don't think a decision is going to come this month. I sense, because also, at least till after Mercury retrograde, because...
Good point.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening. I do feel like something needs to be shaken up in your life a little bit, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in the business world. You got to do or think differently now in order to maybe increase your growth. Because right now it's showing you're in a pretty good place, it's stable, but it could be better. It just like things could be better for you than they are. And so, you really, if you shake things up a little bit, do things, think things differently.
Well, does it possibly mean with the Lenormand that luck would come through friends?
Luck could come through collaborations with others, perhaps. I was going to suggest that. Not necessarily friends, but let's say people that you trust. So, yeah, maybe also, if you're working with a legal team or advisors, maybe that's where the luck will come in eventually and move this along. But I do sense that some luck is going to come through you, or some perfect timing that will involve working with people that you trust.
So, right, as a general reading goes, it really seems like you're going to be probably skirmishing with that settlement or some situation like that. In that respect or other respects, you might have to shake up your strategy somehow. And maybe I'm also getting the feeling, too, that you might be trying to spend more time around the home for certain reasons. Maybe you're working on beautification, or maybe you're expecting guests or something like that. And so you want to have a welcoming environment.
The Four of Wands can be about that, like a marriage home, a happy home.
Summer's coming.
Summer's coming, that's true. So there could be parties, little get-togethers. When the Four is reversed, it's more about small things, little things in life that bring us happiness. And so, it's the little things that count. So maybe that's where you got to shake up your attitude a little bit, and think small for now. Think small progress. Think things that could bring some small joys into your life or some small success. And that's what we have for you. Glad you stopped in, Mr. M, on our special show. Actually, the show we didn't have yesterday.
Exactly.
All right, so Libra's up, right?
And Libra wants to know what is coming towards them.
So how about we do that my reading way?
Okay. And the Lenormand?
I'm greedy.
Yes, I noticed you kept those.
Haven't you had enough?
I had literally three pretzel sticks. How many have you had?
I would say that would be about the amount I had, maybe 4. Here, I'll have 2 more. I may have them back. I don't want to eat too much because we're going to be doing that.
You're welcome, Mr. Maurice.
You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm. Those are good.
God, they're so tasty. Really flavorful.
All right, Libra, what's coming towards you?
Uh-oh.
Ole.
So what's coming towards you? 5 of Wands.
Oh, Victoria.
Why is it important? The 3 of Wands.
Wow.
And it's surfing. It's like the light seers, but they're actually in the water, Mr. O.
Mm-hmm.
And where is this leading? It's the Magician reversed.
Okay, so what's coming towards you?
Wait a minute. Get those out there. And then you can go. Oh!
Stop ordering me around.
Wow.
The fish. Do you want to sleep with the fish? And the letter.
Ah.
So what's coming towards you, I guess, is involvement. Maybe it's with people who you normally associate with. It may be just slightly fun, slightly competition. So maybe you're going to a spring-summer party of some sort. Or maybe there's just something that has a collaborative kind of sense of a focus for you.
Well, what's coming towards you is some engaging, constructive work with others. I feel it's generally positive here. This is really weird because I know I wanted to do my reading. What's coming towards you? Why is it important? And where is it leading? But I'm getting a totally different vibe here. But I'm going to try this. Okay, so that's what's coming towards you is, dialoguing with others or engaging with others in activities. This should be mostly constructive, I feel, because why is this important? The 3 of Wands. It may help you with some long-range planning or some goals that you want to achieve.
Right. Why it's important really is because you realize that there's a genesis or a gestalt brewing something to move into another direction. Maybe the involvement with people is something that really is a plan to take you somewhere else. And
where is it leading? Well, with the Magician reversed, I'd have to say that, it may make... It's maybe happening because you feel you don't have all the skills you need or the knowledge. Maybe you need to pull something off on your own. You need advice or assistance or working together with others to make it happen.
Well, where it's leading to is really maybe a good chance to actually learn some of these skills or sense of willpower, sense of direction that you want. So that's really is whatever this involvement is, it's really going to help you grow some things.
And this could be about money, either signing a contract. You know, the letter can be news about money, but the letter can also be about documents. So it could be signing a document that has some financial implications for you. Seems more positive than not, but I don't know. Maybe it's something where, let's say, you're putting your name on a lease for an apartment, or you're signing off some loan or something like that. So that could generate more money or put you in a better, more abundant position.
It is possible that there are two different things. That the top tier of tarot cards says some involvement is coming that gives you opportunities to learn, but maybe the bottom cards say that then afterwards there is some sort of offer or communication about you that would involve money. So maybe what you're learning would be a skill set that maybe would help place you in a job or something else.
Now, this being said, Libra, I had this distinct feeling when I saw the Magician reversed that wasn't the end result here where this is leading. I almost thought that the Five of Wands and the Three of Wands is here because you need help right now with something. You need assistance from others to get to where you want to be. Whether, like I said, it's a move you want to make, travel, whether it's some type of career shift or some goal that you're working on, you need the help and support of others to make it happen. You don't feel like you can do it on your own. You're lacking the confidence. So I just want to throw that out there if that resonates with you, because I just saw that as we laid the cards out, and I just felt I had to say that too. So whatever of this resonates with you, but that's what
I like
we
it.
see for
It's
you.
a real good summation.
Yeah. So good luck with that. All right. That's that. Let's get to Violet, right? Uncle Alan, think of how I've handled the situation. Okay. Okay, I like it. I like it. Your deck.
My only. Well, it is the Santa Muerte.
This is a lot. That's right. And of course, it's two. So, talking about somebody on the other side of the veil there and what they think.
Cinco de Violet. That's cute, Victoria. Violator level 5.
Oh, gosh. I didn't say it, Violet.
And no one can stop me.
I hope you really get that deck tomorrow and everything is okay with it. You'll have to let me know.
Wait till you get your own pet name, Victoria.
This is so interesting. I can't wait to see what he gets. I hope it's good.
Oh, wow. Wow, girl. You got the star upright.
Synchronicity.
And then you got the Eight of Cups reversed.
That's okay.
That's okay. And then you got, sometimes it's hard to read these numbers, the Seven of Wands upright.
Oh boy, this is so interesting. But wait,
nice.
There's
Really
more.
Nice. Wait, there's more. Oh my goodness. Las Estrellas.
It's the stars again.
Don't you have enough stars? And El Jardín, the garden, again. All right.
Wow.
That's really stellar there.
It is
Stellar. Did you get it? Stellar. Oh.
See what he's doing there? All right. Well, you got the stars. So Uncle Alan feels very positive about what you've done. Clearly here. He feels like you have handled this in the best way possible, and now it's truly up to karma and destiny to do its thing, But he feels you are on the right side of this.
Well, the Eight of Cups makes it looks like you can stay where you're at. You don't have to go away. You don't have to go to anything else.
Yeah, don't abandon this, I think, is what he's saying, Remain. Don't move on. Stick it out. Because why? The Seven of Wands is here. Stand up. This isn't saying pick a fight, but this is just saying stand your ground. You have the higher ground here, Uncle Alan says. Don't let it go. Wow, this is just like giving me shivers, this reading,
almost
Violet.
the most positive reading of the evening.
Well, only because it's such a message here, and it's empowering. And also, you have the garden and the stars, and the garden is about, in a sense, it can be about social activities, social gathering. We can throw the World Wide Web into that, which is what you're doing. You're sending information out to a greater audience and connecting with people, which the stars can be about connections too, in a way.
Are you standing outside right now? Because I don't want your head to get too big, but really, the sense of this is saying like maybe you're going to really expand in that public field.
Ooh.
Either it's in that group, the Storm group, or it's in a lot of other groups, your own group. There's just something here about expansion coming to you from this public sense of your personality or being.
May just be saying that
It's raining.
That you belong here in some way, and at least according to Uncle Alan now, and that you have found your true calling, your destiny, You really do have an interest in this stuff, so he doesn't want to see you let it go. He wants you to see you stick it out.
She's a high pressure cell. Oh my God.
Me? Who?
No,
What?
Violet is.
Okay.
Victoria said that about Violet. Pay attention.
Well, I'm reading, which is what I'm here for. So at any rate, he's rolling his eyes at me.
Boring.
I don't have my wand here, so I can just kind of stab them out.
Well, it's a good thing the camera will be shut off soon.
That's what we have for you. Need we say more? I mean, talk about Uncle Alan really has your back. Let's face it. So he definitely wants the best for you. It's pretty
Seems
clear.
that way.
Wow, so good luck with that. Wow, everybody, we are done. And
What?
this just in, Mr. Millionaire just sent a text and said, "This is fantastic," and I'm ignoring him. Karma, baby.
Who's more important? We are. You know that.
Victoria, I told you this would be lucky, though. Oh, well. Hey, whatever you want to do.
That's
Mr.
right.
Millionaire has it coming anyway. All right. Well, that's what we have for you. What we have for everybody today. I want to thank everybody for coming out on the show. It's been fun. Now we can really fiesta.
You betcha.
I got a lot of work to do, though, still, sadly. And I missed some of the programming today because we were so busy at Hay House. So I got to catch up with the programs. And
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, everybody.
thanks to everybody for being here. We love you. We will see. And that's not the alcohol talking.
I love you. I don't want you to go.
We will. Now, this is the alcohol talking. I can't stop laughing. We will see you soon. Tomorrow, if you come to happy hour.
I'll still be happy.
4
That's right.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.